the code NATION25 to get a flat 25% discount on our online classroom programs. Remember, these are some of the most comprehensive classroom programs that you're going to find. Now, we have so many courses launched for those aspirants giving CLAT 2022, giving CLAT 2023, and also the CUCET 2022. All of you who are planning to give these very important competitive examinations, trying to go into some of the top universities of the world, please try to become a part of it. Also, Alpa ma'am takes very, very interesting sessions for critical reasoning, verbal ability for you, and the YouTube sessions are every day at 12:30 p.m. As well as Ankur sir, he is also taking special classes for all of you. Rohindeep ma'am, Salik sir, we're taking very, very special sessions. Also, there is a very new course which has been launched for you for the CLAT 2023. This is a comprehensive foundation course for all of you. If you have any details, any doubts with the above courses, guys, feel free to call up our counselors on the number given on your screen or to the email address that is displayed on your screen. If there is any doubt again, you can leave your doubt here and the BYJU'S team will contact you. Yes, MK Mehdi, you can say whatever you want, just keep it civil and formal. All right. Now that said, guys, let us start off the session. Now, guys, all of you know that every year, 26 January, hamare liye, we celebrate it as a holiday. And what is the importance of this day? See, remember, on this day, the Indian Constitution came into being. It came into effect. It was a document which the people of India had given to themselves, reasserted that the fact that we are a sovereign nation, reasserted the fact that we are free from any type of foreign rule. We made ourselves a republic. We made ourselves sovereign. And this guy's statement in itself shows that we got free from British rule. Any laws, anything that was made by the British, anything that was legislation, any order, any amendment which were made by the British were hereby declared null and void. Now, guys, this day is the day when the transition of India happened from a compulsive Commonwealth realm to today making India a voluntary member of the Commonwealth. The British monarch, who was initially the head of the nation, was represented by now an elected person, the President of India. And the President has now become the nominal head of India. And the real power, guys, lies in the hands of the Union. Now, guys, there are many questions, which should come to your mind. The first question, why this day only? Why did we select 26th January, first of all? What was the importance of that day? Guys, remember, the Indian freedom struggle had started from way back. We cannot exactly put our fingers on a date and say that, this is the year when Indians started asking for independence. But yes, I can tell you one thing. This freedom struggle carried along for more than 150 years. And do you realize that there was a point when Indians realized that it was absolutely going nowhere? And there was this session during 26th of January. And I'm talking about the year 1930s, almost 150 years after the Indian independence struggle was going on, that all the different parts of India, they came together and they decided that, enough is enough. We do not want any interference from any foreign power. This is the day that we are going to be talking about Purna Swaraj. And that is the day, guys, that the Indian Congress adopted the declaration of Purna Swaraj at the Lahore session of the Indian National Congress. Guys, this session is such a historic session that the Congress in itself actually took up the views of the nation, the people of the nation. It actually showed that we had got enough dominance and we do not need it anymore. We did not want a dominion status anymore. We did not want the British monarch anymore. The white man's supremacy had broken in our eyes. We believe that, you're not superior at all. And you know what? You people have just been exploiting us. That realization, that amount of courage that it required to actually tell an aggressive head that, we are not going to listen to you. That is what exactly happened in the Lahore session of the Indian National Congress. Guys, this year the parade, the Republic Day 2022 parade, showcased India's military might and all the cultural diversity that India is made up of. And on the 75th year of it is a part of the 75th year of Indian independence as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. It has been decided that the Republic Day celebrations are going to be a week-long celebrations from now every year between 23rd to 30th January. So it started on 23rd January, as you know, on the birth date of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and it is going to be and it will continue up to 30th January, the day that we celebrate as Shaheed Divas, or also known as Martyrs Day. Guys, this year, because of the surge of COVID-19 cases in India, and there's a new Omicron virus, and it has disrupted our lives, India said that we are not going to have any more foreign leaders. The same issue had happened last year when many foreign leaders, they decided to come, and then, because of the COVID, they could not come. Now, owing to the pandemic, there were only 5,000 people who actually came here. And the 73rd Independence Day celebrations at Rajpath, it started with an iconic parade, a beautiful parade which concluded with a stellar fly past of 75 aircrafts with all colors and cultures of India on display. I mean, if you see the video, it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing for all of you. These 75 aircraft featured the Indian Air Force's latest acquisition. You remember the Rafale fighter jets, right? There was so much of hue and cry in it. The ones that we actually took from France, and there has been so much question about it, as well as the Chinook helicopters. Unfortunately, the grand finale of the flypast, the 17 Jaguar aircraft was not visible because of a low crowd base. But yes, such beautiful parade exactly happened. And guys, this is the time when women empowerment is at its peak. The flight Lieutenant Shivangi Singh, the country's first woman pilot for the Rafale jets, was in the tableau, based on the theme Indian aircraft transformed for the future. The Indian Army parade was led by Lieutenant General Vijay Kumar Mishra, and Ati Vishisht Seva Medal awardee, who was commissioned into the 17th Battalion of Jammu and Kashmir Rifles in December 1985. Among the marching contingents of the Indian Army were the paratroopers, guys. All of them in their combat uniforms. Now, the para forces in India are actually made to do nothing but assist are actually made to assist the three different quarters in the Indian defense that we have. There will be one for the army, one for the Navy, and one for the Air Force. So there are three different ones repeating these three things. And they were all greeted with loud cheers as they made their way down the Central Vista. Besides the show in the air on the ground, you're going to see that PM Modi attire, he actually made a headline. He wore a cap from Uttarakhand, draped a stole from Manipur, both states headed for polls. And it was such a beautiful one. There was an emotional farewell in which Viraat, the bold charger from the president's bodyguard who had taken part, escorted the president on his last. The Republic Day tableau highlights is something like this. A total of 24 tableau were a part of the Republic Day parade and included a dozen from the states and union territories, 9 from the departments of union government, 3 from the armed forces and defense and the DRDO. The Navy was the first to come down on Rajpath on a frigid Wednesday morning and depicted two main themes. First, the 1946 naval uprising, which was a part of the Indian freedom struggle, and against the terrible conditions of the Indian sailors who were once part of the Indian Navy Army. And the second was the Atmanirbharta of the army, with a model of the first India's indigenous aircraft carrier commissioned this year, INS Vikrant. Now guys, ये देखने में तो ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कि कितना simple information है दिया हुआ होगा. But imagine karo, this is the time when they want you to read about the freedom struggle. Just try to understand. Lahore session of the Congress, क्यों हुआ था? Read about it. Read about the fact about women in the army. Read about the paratroopers in India. India के 3 naval head, आपके Navy, Army and Air Force के heads कौन है? ये सब चीज जानिए. This is what you need to understand. You just don't need to see this, from a blank point of view. Understand it just like that. समझिए आत्मनिर्भरता क्या है. INS विक्रांत रिसेंटली न्यूज में था. इंडिजिनस एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर है. इंडिया का पहला ऐसा प्रोडक्शन है. This is what they want you to learn. Remember, learn about the 1971 war because the Indian Air Force tableau homage to the victory over Pakistan in the 1971 war. The DRDO showing Tejas, the light LCA Tejas, the light combat aircraft, and an air-independent propulsion system working on the submarines. Meghalaya came out with its tableau first, showing the importance of women-led cooperative societies and self-help groups with bamboo and cane handicrafts, celebrating its 50th year of statehood. Now guys, Gujarat also highlighted the freedom movement. but to the role of tribal population. It showcased the incidents of the military killing 1,200 people in 1922, the Bhil tribes from Pal and Dandar villages. Goa showed its symbols of heritage, and Haryana, a simplistic tableau with several sportsmen from the state on a victory chariot carrying the national flag. Now there was Arunachal Pradesh, there was Chhattisgarh, the Uttar Pradesh one district one product scheme showing the development, the MSMEs, the development of the Kashi Vishwanath Dham in Varanasi. Arunachal Pradesh, the Anglo-Boer Wars 1958 and 1912. Chhattisgarh, the Godhan Nyaya Yojana for better use of rural resources. From the central government, guys, many important schemes were highlighted this time. The first one was the National Education Policy, the Udan scheme by the civil aviation industry. Department of Post showcased the Indian Post at 75 years of Indian independence. Home Affairs, the valor and sacrifice of the Central Reserve Police Force. The Department of Justice was there, the Department of Drinking and Sanitation, the Cultural Ministry, 150 years of Aurobindo Ghosh. And there are so many beautiful things. And there was one thing which was very different, guys, and that was of the Border Security Force, all women biker team, a thrilling spectacle at the Republic Day celebrations. You're going to see that the BSF Seema Bhavani motorcycle team put a stunning display, a salute to the President of India. During the display, the team did a border woman salute under the command of Inspector Himanshu Sirohi. They also performed the ladder formation under the command of Constable Sangeeta Kumari, and the 5-woman balance was performed under Sumita Sikdar with 4 other riders. Now, guys, there were many different things which happened this year, showing India that how exactly we are going forward. बहुत सारे टैब्ल्यूज थे, मतलब देखो हर स्टेट अपना एक टैब्ल्यू देता है, ठीक है। तो जैसे जो इम्पोर्टेंस होता है जिसमें थोड़ा सा ऐसा होगा जो आपको पढ़ना है, हमने बस उनको हाईलाइट किया है। जैसे कि उड़ान स्कीम आपको पढ़ना है तो हमने हाईलाइट कर दिया। इंडियन पोस्ट की 75 इयर्स में क्या हालत है, हमें वो देखना है। सीआरपीएफ क्या होता है, नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी क्या होता है, अब ये सारी चीजें हमें पढ़नी है, ठीक है। तो एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से जो जरूरी था हमने यहाँ सब कुछ हाईलाइट कर दिया है। Guys, remember, this session is there for all of you, and I'm going to tell you that we have such beautiful courses here which you can follow, the CLAT 2022 course, the CLAT 2023 course, everything. Yeah, so please make sure you become a part of this revolution that we have started. Thank you everyone for being online. I hope you guys enjoyed the session. Please take care of yourselves. Bye bye.